relative acidic strength with the help of conjugation present within the molecule, right? Whether the acid strength increases or decreases, what will take place? Let me explain. The acid strength, as you know, the acid, suppose this is an acid, right? This is going to release an H positive ion and the A negative species. This is the base, negative charge comes, base, and this base comes from this acid. That means this is the conjugate base of this acid, right? And the phenomena is, if this conjugate is more stable, then this acid releases H positive ion easily to give the conjugate base, because every molecule, every structure, every species going to the direction to the stability. So if this conjugate base is more stable, then this acid releases H positive easily and convert to the stable conjugate base, right? So more easily H positive ion given, more strength of the acid is. So that acid is more acid strength which gives more easily H positive ions, right? Or second note is, more stable is the conjugate base, more easily gives H positive ion by acid, right? That means, for example, alcohol, and here is the phenol, which is more strong acid between the twos. So in this, when this is going to release the H positive ion, it will give R O negative conjugate base. It is the conjugate base, right? And this is acid. But this negative charge not in conjugation with the carbon chain. But in this case, when this is going to release the H positive ion, it gives the phenoxide ion, and this negative charge is in conjugation with the pi electrons in the benzene ring, and that comes in resonance. So that means this is more stable structure than this, the stability order of conjugate base. This is stability order, this is more stable than this. So that means this formed early than this. That means this H positive easily formed in comparison of this. So that means this phenol is more strong acid than this one, because the conjugate base is more stable. The more strong conjugate base is, more strong is the acid. So here conjugate base is resonance stabilize. Conjugate base. But here neither kind of conjugation is present, neither kind of resonance is there. So no resonance. So this is more stable than this. So this is more acidic than this species. Clear? Now next move to the questions related to the acid strength. Some questions related to the acid strength. So the first question is this species and this species. So in these two species, if you are going to see the lone pair of electrons present on the oxygen atom, not in the conjugation of anything, right? So if this species is going to give the H positive ion, then it will be negative. It is the conjugate base of this species, right? But in this case, if this is going to release the H positive ion, this will give this negative ion species, and this negative ion species, this is the conjugate base of the acid given, and this negative charge is in conjugation to the pi electrons, and the resonance will take place. That means this conjugate base is resonance stabilized. This is resonance stabilized conjugate base. So this conjugate base is more stable than this conjugate base. Means the conjugate basis of this species is more stable than conjugate base of this species. More stable is the conjugate base, more strong is the acid. So this acid is more strong than this. That means the acid, this is the acid, this is the alcohol. Acids are more strong than alcohol. So here, one note is there. More strong is the conjugate base, more strong is the acid. Clear? So here, in this question, second question, this species and this species. Here is the lone pair of electron present on the oxygen atom. So, lone pair of electrons is in conjugation with the pi electrons of the cyclic ring. So here is the benzene, here is the cyclic ene, cyclic hexene. So we have to, how to compare? Both the species have resonance stabilized conjugate base, but the species which have more stable conjugate base means we have to see which species have more strong base. Both are resonance stabilized, but in this species, if you are going to write the resonating structures, it will have phenoxide, these pi electrons, lone pair, these movement takes place, and this come negative charge, right? And here comes up somewhat positive charge, double bond, right? And here is the pi bonds. Again, delocalization of pi electrons takes place, and the next resonating structure will be there. This time, again the movement takes place, and the next resonating structure will be formed. Oxygen, positive charge, and here comes the negative charge this time. This again movement takes place, and the next resonating structure, this. So we may see here that 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 resonating structures have been formed. But in this case, these pi electrons shifting takes place, this here. So the next resonating structure will be double bond O, positive charge comes, and here comes the negative charge, right? Again, the shifting takes place, and cyclic oxide ion come in existence. So here, 2 resonating structures will be formed, 1 and 2. 2 resonating structures are there. it has two resonating structures, it has five resonating structures. So it is more stable than this, right? So means its conjugate base, not this. Its conjugate base is this one. This is the conjugate base. So the conjugate base of this species is more stable, giving five resonating structures. This conjugate base giving two resonating structures of this. That means this species is giving H positive ion more easily to convert to its conjugate base, right? So this is more acidic than this. More is the resonating structure, more stable is the given species. That means a conjugate base will be more stable if it has the more resonating structures, more number of resonating structures, right? So this is how you may come to know about the acid strength, related acid strength between the given species having the resonance and conjugation, right? Now next, move to the next effect, that is basic strength. I would like to see that if you like my lectures, if you like my method, if you like my questions, my answers, method of teaching, then please like, subscribe and share. Share the lecture to the students as much as you can, because each and every concept must be clear to each student, right? So please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.